Hi, my friend. It's Pat Sloan here with my hair finally cut. I don't know why it took so long. Do you want to see the back? Ta-da! It just took forever for me to decide to go get my hair cut. It was way overdue. Also, the whole thing, I was trying to let my bangs grow out for the last, I don't know, 6 months or so. And they did, but they did not behave. They were making me crazy. So now we're back to having some short little bangs, which I like. But I was just trying it out, see where it would go. So this is a bit of a crazy video because I have a bunch of stuff. One is a gigantic fail, and that I need to give you something new. So I got that. I have got a big stack of quilts to show you that are going to go to charity. I want to put a group of the block a day, the Cheerful, up on the wall. We have our Socialites block for today. And before I go any further, so I don't forget, I got a striped fabric. Yes, so I got binding, stripe for binding. It's a little bit wider than probably I was looking for, but I'm okay with that. And then I also got this seashell fabric. This is a Tilda fabric that I want to do a pillow for the room for the summer. Okay, and oh, also, you got to stay to the end because I am going to open the February Sew Sampler box, and I have a giveaway opportunity. So nice, right? So nice. Okay, so we're first going to do some other things, then we'll do the fail. We'll see what all I fit in here today. Okay, so blocks today. Here is block a day, our Cheerful block. There are the lobsters, now correct. And then to go with the lobsters, some pineapples. I feel like I'm on a cruise. That would be awesome. Okay, let me put these up on the wall. So I am going to just see, let's see how they look. This is the exciting part. And I've been collecting some of yours. That one can go. I've been collecting some of yours to see how they look for sharing. And they are looking fabulous. Yours are looking fabulous. Okay, so let me put these up. I'll be right back. Here they are. This is looking better than I could hope for. Just awesome. Now these are not how they're going to be laid out. I will play with the fabric, colors a bit because these are very light. I probably want to separate those two. But look how strong the chain is. And why is that? Because it's so much higher contrast to everything else. Plus, it's the same fabric. If you want that chain to appear, you've got to keep it in the same fabric. Scrappy quilts can be tricky. A lot of you have kind of been running into trouble because you've maybe made 3 different fabrics in the block and maybe every chain color is different fabrics, not even the same color, like a red one and a yellow one. And so it's not creating a chain effect at all because there's nothing to hold it together. So if you want the chain effect, you've got to have a strong contrast and preferably the same color. That'll really make that cohesive, or at least transitioning very softly to other colors to really mess around and play with it. So scrappy quilts are not necessarily easy. You have to really think sometimes a bit more to make them super, super scrappy. Okay, so that looks good. Let's go on to the next thing. Okay, I'm going to take these down because now we're going to do the Socialites. And what I'm going to do is just put the blocks themselves for Socialites up there. We have 5 more blocks, I think it is. We're on 19 and there are 20 blocks. So yeah, so there's 5 more weeks of the single blocks. This week it is Invigorate by my friend Joanna Figueroa, and that's whose fabrics I'm using. I'm using her fabrics for this sew along. Oh, I gotta make this turned. I gotta make those scallops go straight up and down. See those? This is a no-no. We cannot have them sideways. Oh, no, 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 no. So, so what I'm going to do is I've got them in the bag, and pull these out. I'm just going to put them on the wall side by side, and then I'll get the other camera and we'll take a look and just see how they look next to each other. Because it has that great big setting with stars, and the setting is really a showcase, but I like to see the blocks just by themselves. Here they are together so far. Oh, what fun. Oh my goodness. I'm doing the 6-inch size. There's 3-inch and 9-inch sizes. So mine are all 6-inch and they're just so cute. There's my butterfly. Look at that. And oh, so good. Look at all of them. So, okay, so this week you are doing this one here. Looks fabulous. The Sew Sampler boxes are now available for at least January and February as single boxes where you do not need to be a subscriber. So you can just order the exact box. And I'm going to show you what's in January again, and then we're going to open February. And I have it marked. Yeah, I have them marked. Plus, the Fat Quarter Shop is going to give away to my followers and my listeners a January box and a February box. Boom, boom. So somebody will win one of this and somebody will win the other one, the February. You will enter at my website, which is linked in the description box, and as the pinned comment, it'll be in the email that is sent to you. If you're signed up for my emails, it'll be at my Facebook where I post that, and at the pinned post. Do not respond to anything from YouTube about it. Scammers are on YouTube that will write you, and that's all scam. I'm the only one that will write you that you won. It'll be a week from now, and you will have entered at my website, not at YouTube. So be sure that you are safe. Do not listen to scammers. I am not sending you anything from here. Okay, so let's look at the January, which we did look at before, but we're going to look at it again because not everybody saw it, I'm sure. And so the box has, you have the cover here, and on the back is a coupon, and the coupon is for the wonderful book stands. This book stand that I use, this guy here, that's what the coupon's for. So you want to get one of those. Okay, and then it has a little guide as to what's in here. But the fun stuff, let's see the fun stuff. We have the Stitchy readers. Remember I tried them on? Here's mine. The Aqua readers. So that is what came in here. And I actually ordered one of the other powers to try out too. So this has been pretty cool. So those are mine. I'm going to get them mixed up. And then it comes with 2 charm packs of calico, which is super cute. There's a super cute fabric line. It's very vintagey, like the name might sound, but it's got lighter colors, so it's not feeling dark, So look at that. Oh, that navy is nice. But see the patterns? The patterns are all small calicos and some plaids in there. Yeah, small prints, which is super, super nice. And then the pattern there is a pattern for a table runner, which is exclusive to the box. And you get the papers to do the kites. Now we're going to do this at some point, hopefully this year. We will make a kite quilt, something with these papers, because I have wanted to do that forever. I've never done them. And you also get in here the pin cushion. So you can actually get this whole box, which is a fabulous value. And if you've wanted the book stand, well, then you get a great coupon for that too. So it is super worth it to buy your box. But somebody will win one. Somebody will win one. Okay, now we're going to do February. So let's dive in here to the box. There's always the sheet on the top, and this one, enjoying the little things, February of 2023. And on the back, the coupon's for, this is a really good one. It is for Jolly Bars. You will want this coupon. Then you get the little booklet that tells you what's all in here. So we've got, really awesome scissors for pulling, so these kind of open up and you pull things, like if you needed to pull stuffing or something like that, or pull a pin out of something that you're having trouble with. Those are what that does. Super cute. Look at this. Needle book. Look at that. I love those little scissors on there. Scissors, scissors, scissors. You can put some spools of thread in there if you want. These are fabulous. Look on the back. So cute. Okay, and you also get some long ballpoint pins. There's some great pins. Those look like nice ones to try them. And there's always fabric in the box. So every time you're going to find fabric. And we have got Sun Washed by Corey Yoder. Look at the colors on the end there. Those look really, really good. I always like Corey's fabric no matter what. And then what came with it? Oh, it's a Jolly Bar. Okay, so it is a Jolly Bar, and look how good this pattern is. Look at that. So it will use the Jolly Bar, and then you'd have to buy some background fabric. Or does it make this one? I don't know. I'd have to read, wouldn't I? But here's another pattern that comes with it. This is exclusive. Maybe this is the one that comes when you buy it. Oh, I bet this is it. This is a Jolly Bar that they folded up to get it in the box. And this is the pattern that would come with it when you buy that sun washed. And then this is the exclusive pattern for the box that uses this fabric. So either one. How big is that one? That's 54 by 54. That is darling. So darling. Okay, then we got they do a block a month pattern in there. And then what is this? Quilty Scraps. 6 biodegradable scrap fabric bags. So they are bags. Let me see. What's that little paper say? Let me look at it quick. Oh, these cute bags are perfect for your sewing room, retreats, or in the car. Made of biodegradable plastic polymers, these bags have 2 adhesive strips so that you can hold it anywhere to collect your sewing scraps. Gift it to friends, compost it with food waste when it's no longer needed. Awesome. I love that. That is so cool. Okay, so there you go. What you're going to do is after you finish watching the video, because there is more you need to watch, then you will go to my website. Link is in the description box, in the email, and you will enter for a chance to win either the January or the February box. So there'll be 2 boxes sent, 1 for each month. Okay, we're going to go over and do a little mail call, and then we're going to look at the debacle I have going on. Okay, I'm going to give you a spoiler alert for the mail call. There is going to be a few additions to the critter family. So we're not putting them up on the wall today, but I see that coming in the future again. So this is from Jeannie in Minnesota. Look at the pretty card. Look at the pretty card. And she is sending along a puppy dog for the Critter Patrol. Oh, look how cute. Look at that great fabric. Look at that for his face. Okay. And then she sent me some crochet scrubbies. Aren't those nice? They're beautiful. How can you possibly use those to scrub things? They're just so pretty. Okay, thank you so much. And then what do we have here from Elaine? Elaine in Pennsylvania. Oh, Elaine has got like the best cards. Llamas, llama. And so she was doing some shopping and she saw a few things that she thought I needed to have. One being some gummy fabric. So cute. I've got to get this in a quilt soon. I think maybe they might have to go in the pink quilt. And then iced coffee. Oh my goodness, look at this. Ah, that is so awesome, Elaine. And then she has sent along Ollie for the Critter Parade. I didn't open this yet. So, okay, I have to break into it. See what Ollie looks like. Okay, those of you, are you guessing? Are you guessing what kind of a critter is he or she? Could be a girl named Ollie. Okay, it's just Ollie. Ollie. There we go. How cute is this? Oh, that is, I believe that's Wendy Shepherd's owl pattern. My buddy Wendy that we're doing the museum stuff with, and I'm doing a zillion other things. We did the scissors and spool, so this is one of hers. I just love it. Just love it. He's so darn cute. I wish I could stop and put all the animals up right now, but we must keep moving forward. Look at Lillian's pretty card she sent. I love that. And she found some different gummy fabric. Look at these on white and on black. This is so cool. Ah, maybe that one can go in the block a day with the white background. Something's got to get in there with gummies on it. And then from Mary Beth in South Dakota. And so this came from South Dakota. And she's got some quilty card. Look how cute that is. Mary Beth, you are so amazing. Here's the last critter for today. You guys guess. What kind do you think it is? I think I have the makings of 2 critter quilts now. I think that might be. I'm not sure. Depends. I know I have a few people say they might be sending me more, so we'll see. Oh my goodness. Look at this. She is gorgeous. Whoops. Look at that. Just gorgeous. I love it. Love it, love it. So pretty. Okay, we will get the critters up on the wall again very soon. All right, let's do the debacle. That's what I'm calling it. When I wrote to the ambassadors in our group to say, guess what I did? Okay, so I did something like a dumb thing. And so I had to give you a new pattern for something coming up. Because, the Jolly Bar project, right? We just had that yesterday, and I have the bonus border. Well, okay, first of all, let me just preface. So I don't know if you watch anybody else who films and puts out daily videos. I don't know if there's any other quilters but me that doing that, but there are people in other industries. Like I watch some physical therapy guys that do that, and the garden answer lady, they do 6 days a week, just like I do. And so I'm kind of similar to what Laura and her husband Aaron do. But when you're doing filming daily, the things you run into are real life things, and I could choose to not tell you about it, or tell you all the gory details. And quilt related, I'm talking quilt related. Because even quilt related, there are things that just go wrong. I remember Laura talking about, well, I forgot to cover these plants, and so there came a frost and they all died. And another one where she forgot to hook up the hose, and so they never got watered and nobody checked on them, and so they died. That's in plants. In quilts, there's just projects that go sort of, sideways, or something happens. And so for me, what happened is, for the Jolly Bar, when I was doing the project, I looked at their final size, because I didn't write that pattern or anything. I just looked at their final size, and I designed that bonus border to go on it. Well, what I failed to note was that they had a border on it already. Their final size already had a 4-inch border. Okay, so did I realize this right away? No, I didn't. I didn't really have it sink in until I put that 4-inch border on my quilt. And then I went to put my border on, and I'm like, this is silly. It's just not what there's something going wrong here. So let me show you. Here is the quilt with the 4-inch border, which is fabulous. You can just end it there. But then I was trying to put on, I'm going to just see if I can hold that up. Yeah, I think I can. So you can see putting on the other border that I designed. And, it's, if you need a wide quilt like this, if you need that width and length, then just keep using this particular first version. But I have gone and written a second version for you where there's just a 1-inch border around it, and then my bonus border. So you don't put those 4-inch border on that the Fat Quarter Shop has, because you don't need a 4-inch and then a 6-inch, because mine is a 6-inch border on each side. I kept thinking, this is a pretty big quilt. So it reduces it down by about 6 inches, whatever. So it's a little bit smaller quilt now with this adjusted border. So what am I going to do with mine? I am going to trim down this border, because I want it to float. I didn't do another color. I could just take it off and do another color, which, who knows. But I probably won't. I'll probably just trim off that, and that'll go back in my stash. And then I will have to redo all of mine because the pieces are wrong from the first one. They're two different sizes, so I will redo those and put them on. Not my favorite thing about making, but sometimes that's what happens. You just have to buck up and do it. Okay, I have a huge stack of quilts, but we're not going to go through all of them today. I'll go through more tomorrow, but I'm going to go through, I just was pulling, and I didn't know how many I'd be able to go through today. So we'll do a handful of them today, and then I will do more tomorrow, because my goal is to show you quilts every day that are going to be going to charity, whether they're big quilts, small quilts. So I'm just going to take this stack off the top here, and the stack. And we'll just look, because a lot of these are actually quite, well, you'll see. You'll see, it's a variety. So here's a little 4 block, and this was done in 2004. This was done in 2004 to showcase a fabric line that I had out with P&B Textiles. And so there is the backing. Small ones often just have, you know, say one fabric on the backing. And this was in a book, Brambleberry book that was by Leisure Arts that went along with the fabric line. Okay, here's a panel. This is a holiday one. So there's a panel, and it's just doing a little border around it. So that'll go off to hopefully maybe decorate somewhere or whatever the charity group decides to do with it. Now I have a couple here that are very simply quilted because they were for my beginner, for teaching beginners. And so there's not a lot of quilting on them. And so here is some really pretty little stars. And the backing is fabulous. Look at that fabric on the back. Yay! So I like that one. I like them all when I did them. This is another teaching tool. It was a table runner. So I'm going to show you everything here. So a little table runner that was used for beginners. And that is in my beginner book. Same with this table runner, because you want to, you know, there's 3 table runners here, all from my beginner book. So these are things for people to learn how to quilt. You do a small, doable project so that you are not, you know, overwhelmed and not able to really finish. You want to finish when you're learning. And these were all done in 2015. So there's one with some other applique, which are squares, and they're top stitch applique. So you're just stitching on top just to adhere it down. And 2 more. Here's one with squares. So that's another beginner project. It's got an easy wave stitch, got a great green backing. That was one of my fabric lines. And the dots was my fabric line. But you can see like the wave stitch on there, really simple, because again, when you're learning, you want to have something doable that you can finish. And then this is the last one we'll do today. So I've got, this is like a rail fence, right? It's a rail fence, very cheerful. This was fabric by my friend American Jane and Sandy Klopp. Also in the beginner book. It's got a cheerful little yellow binding on it. So I think this will be excellent. Also very simple quilting again, just a simple wave on this guy. But these little rail fences are super nice, super to learn with. And people can make a little bit bigger quilt then. Okay, my friend, you're going to go to my website, remember, for the Sew Sampler Box event, the Sew Sampler Box event. And if you are, it's dropped down here, and if you want the version 2 of the Jolly Bar border, that's also at my website today. So, okay. So I love you. Mwah. Thank you for being here in the Sloan Zone and listening to all the crazy things today. I'll see you online.